Okay, how you doing? It's me, Zacchaeus. Good morning. I'm gonna talk about. And I'm sorry, I haven't ate since the middle of the afternoon over the situation, the Jesus Flores murder and Shade Calhoun. I'm seeing comments on Facebook, and this is stupid. At the corner, and I'm not. Anybody know me? I'm not for black nationalism. I'm for the multiracial movement. I'm against the one drop rule, which is I don't identify with the one drop rule. That's why I claim myself, consider myself multiracial, because I am multiracial. I have a multiracial background, a black, white, and American, not pure black, and I'm not with that, one drop rule of blood quartz and that other crap. But the reason why that I'm talking about this because it's a multiracial person who do live in Latin culture, because I, been cross culturing since as a child. This is a concerning issue. Um, it showed the lack of diversity training of minorities, especially those of Latino and African American descent in the Houston area. And also to I'm gonna mention Cornell X because the when they did a news conference with Kyle's Hispanic girlfriend who's about to have his child, and I think the other kids are her kids as well. Um, what happened was when they when he was talking about that the Houston should apologize. People on the comment section shut up Cornell, which I do agree. Sometimes he get money, but I can't deny when someone is right. Even though yes, he does mourn Flores' murder. You idiots don't see the line. But when it comes to someone being falsely accused, and especially in a racist sense, excuse me, you sit there and try to ag on because y'all participate in the racism. And I saw people African American saying the same thing, about Shadow Cornell X and stuff. I mean, if a Hispanic man was accused of killing a white child, you would not be saying that to the Hispanic community. I'm telling you, like those who's saying this, okay? If falsely accused and he's I did not do this, whatever. Next thing want to apologize for their ignorance they display on social media. That's the whole reason why you're trying to saying this. You're saying this stuff. That's the reason why I hate this city, Houston, as a whole. Houston is a racist, evil city, and it's not just because the white racist people run the city, it's also because the minorities that are racist as well. I do not believe in a theory that white folks can only be racist because they have power and minorities can't. No, when you participate in racism, period, you're racist. I talk about these issues because I'm in the city and no, I'm not glad that what happened to God rest, rest his soul, talking about his Flores. But I'm glad the revelation of the ignorance that I've been beefing about is here to show the proof. No, I'm not happy what happened to Flores. Okay, I'm talking about the people who came out acting ugly on social media, both from the Hispanic community and the African American descendant community in this city. It shows you cannot blame Trump for racism when you participated in it too. And like I said, think about just voting for Trump because the minorities need their asses whooped. They do. I'm sorry. When you can't complain about white folks being hating you, but you're doing it too. And I'm not trying. I don't like Trump. Don't get me wrong. Don't like the guy. But I think that if white people was to come and not everybody, white folks who are racist, to come knock those folks down who was saying this stuff on social media, it will open their eyes, get a wake up call. Hey, you're a minority, you're a person of color. You're not that different. You may look different, but you're not that different. You're not part of the American white pie. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit here and try to audition for the Klan by being racist, call each other the N word and call them illegals and all the other stuff. It shows that if a white person had killed one of your family members, you wouldn't say that all about white people, right? And if you did, you're stupid. But in both groups have white DNA in them. No one's not pure black, and and Latinos and they're like it now are Afro mestizos, and I said Afro mestizos including Spanish DNA, and then when Spain comes from white. So both groups have white in them, and classified as a minority group, and they want to beef and try to show front white people how racist they are towards each other, trying to get approval. But at the end of the day, when the other minority group is not around, white folks are calling you all type of WB words, or call you any type of N words. That's why I don't go along with that black and brown mess because it's stupid. And it's a lack of education, lack of intelligence from minorities in this city. And I'm not saying every minority person, but I'm saying you, minority racism is alive. And I wish that we stop talking about only white racism and start talking about people of color who are racist too. And and also, where are my black skin people, people who are part Mexican, part black, who are adults and live in Houston? Why are y'all silent about the situation? I don't even know anybody that's Latino in my ancestry, okay, my mixed ancestry, okay? I'm not Latino at all. But I would love to see someone who is part Hispanic and part African American to come in and who live in Houston or who lived in Houston and talk about these type of issues, so we can see your point, we can see what you feel about this, because it will affect you too. Because I was saying to myself, like Calhoun's about to have a child who's part Latino, okay? If my child came in this world, if I was married to a Latina and the person who's part Latina, because I had dealt with black skin women trying to go, yeah. So if I had a child and they had to deal with this nonsense, I'm sorry, I would not want the Hispanic and black folks that was on black identified folks, because we're not pure black, that was on social media acting a fool and being racist over this murder instead of trying to be intelligent with this. I would not want my kids around that, and you know what I'm saying, I would not want my kids around that. I guess I was sitting off to a white private school, then compared to sitting around in the school in the hood in the barrio because of this nonsense. You had y'all and anybody that was participating in the racist stuff on social media. You see me, don't even say hi to me. I'm talking about not only the Hispanics, but also African Americans and people. Because I'm not for that mess. Don't even try to beat me, eat up, or call laws on you too, because I'm a snitch. But at the same time, I don't want nothing to do. I was like pretty much anti-minority for real. Just like, okay, who's racist up in here? Who's black or Hispanic? You know what I'm saying? I was, because I don't want. If I've seen you on social media doing this stuff, I don't even want to be near you. That's why I'm letting you know that I talk. If anybody who follow me on, and I'm not gonna be one of those people who say, well, it's part of life. No, it's like cancer. If I have a tumor in my body, I'm not gonna sit here and let the cancer go all in my body till I die. No, I'm gonna do something about it. That's the type of person I am. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna whine about whatever I have to do. I'm gonna bang on the door to get rid of the problem, because I don't want this as a future situation. Y'all want to live in it as your future, then cool. Kudos to you, but don't include everyone who don't want to be along with it. Don't try to brainwash or bring religion into it, twist religion, should I say, in order to make that person live in the midst of that. If you want to deal with BS, deal with BS on your own. But when I see this type of BS, I don't even want to be around it. And I would love to live in a city like New York or something to get away from this. So I always want to go to New York. I don't care how immoral I can talk about it. This would happen here on social media was very immoral, very evil, very ungodly to be racist towards each other instead of trying to find the person. And one thing, if you're so much not a racist, then why are you judging by the person's color, the skin, versus the content of character? People say, well, Hispanic people want justice. No, there were Hispanic people who were putting down pictures of the American X with the skinhead stomped, that type of stuff. Okay. And you have African Americans calling folks illegals and WB. I can't deal with y'all. All y'all learn y'all racism from white racist people. You claim that they're depressing you, but you participate in it. So I mean, if God was to strike the city down like Sodom and Gomorrah, if the ISIS was to come down this city, I wouldn't even be mad, because it shows how evil and racist the city is, and I don't even want to be around these people who participate in this garbage. Because the white folks too, who participate in this garbage. I would love to get away from this city. I would love to get a bunch of money and get the hell out this city and get out this state. And like I said, if Texas rot in hell, it deserves to rot in hell, especially Houston, of all places. It's a multiracial city, melting pot city, and every time you talk about racial issues or even try to nod your racial background on public records here, they try to deny that, which is unconstitutional. Yeah, I can sue a lot of people here in Houston. I need a lot of money anyway. But yeah, for real, so I don't even want to be in this stupid city. That's why I talk about this issue a lot. I don't like to be around this issue. You think I love to talk about racial issues? No, the fuck I don't. I do not want to be involved, but since it's there, I'm not going to sit here and deal with it. Y'all want to deal with things. It's part of life, but whine and complain about it, that's your thing. But when I want to complain, I want to do something about it. I want to get out. I want to find some way to get out of it. Ever since I was 18, I've been trying to go to New York for years, and I'm 36. I don't like this city. I hate this city. I hate the state. And I'm getting to the point of almost hating the people, even though it's not godly. And it's not just Hispanics who are doing this, it's also black folks who are doing it, because you can't complain about racism when you're doing it too. You can't go to church on Sunday, whatever religion you believe in, and act like this. You know, I'm not the perfect one in the world. But I'll let you know I ain't perfect. And I ain't trying to show off and act flashy that how holy I am or not. No, I'm letting you know I ain't the perfect. And I'm not gonna live for perfection or strive for perfection for human beings on this earth. If I'm doing it, it's gonna be someone higher than y'all, which is the person that died on the cross, not the people who sit here. So whatever I see now, you find offensive, okay, that's between me and God. But when you take it out on everybody else, okay, that's when I have an issue. Okay, so pretty much, I don't even want to be around this city, and I'm getting to the point to say the hell with this city. Let the city just burn down to pieces. I don't care whatever happened. That ISIS, I don't care. Because it shows how stupid and ignorant these people are in this city, and I gotta be around and see these people that we normally don't see every day on social media, and never know they could be that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm very skeptical who I talk to, very skeptical. So when I see this crap here, I don't trust people, and you know what I'm saying. So and to going back to the case, let me go to the case as well. No one want to apologize how ignorant and racist and stupid it were when it happened. You notice that I said that not all of us like this when charges was on Calhoun, and that's why I made the video, because I want to let them know that I don't condone when a brother and anyone acts like this. But when it wasn't him, I defended him, right? Okay, because I believe what's right, wrong, regardless what the color is. If a Hispanic person was accused of killing a white child or even a black child, and he was not the person, of course I'm going to defend that person, because who wants to be falsely accused of something? I always pray, and not the perfect one, and I don't like him, Psalm 91. Y'all know that prayer, okay? I always pray that prayer all the time from the scriptures. So, because you never know, because I've been falsely accused by people not outside of African American and inside of African American, you know what I'm saying? Because if someone don't like you, that's what they do. If I don't like a person to the point I don't want them around, I find something on them or do something on them to get rid of them. So, like I say, Trump need to kick all y'all behind. Trump supporters, the KK, neo-Nazis, to kick all these black and Hispanic folks who are racist on the social medias behind. You cannot complain about white racism when you're doing it yourself. Okay? When you calling the folks niggas and people like niggas and wetbacks and illegals and monkeys and all them chungos and goddamn all that stuff, you cannot call nobody that when you doing it yourself. That terminology comes from white people who are racist. Can you get it? But you can't complain about race when you participate yourself. You're scared of, I am scared of Trump winning, but I don't even care. Maybe he should win. To teach minorities a lesson. You're not better than nobody. Stop trying to advocate that. So yes, I will. I'm thinking about voting for Trump to kick all your asses. Because, and everybody says because while this is going on, and I bet you, some brother, you see what I'm missing for this? It's categorize everybody, and you have a Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. I don't want to be put up in that mess. Can we please start practicing individuality? Can we please stop practicing collectivism and stop thinking that we know God just died and everybody knows every man and every man's heart and soul and you know what I'm saying, and their mindset, which is not true. Only God knows that. So that's the reason why I'm saying this. I think that it needs to be done. That if Greg Abbott, a white man who's in charge of the state, do something to y'all, I wouldn't care, because y'all stupid to be whining about white racism, but you participate in it by towards each other. So I don't even like the city. Like I said, God wants to burn the city down while we're having these floods, because before the situation we was having floods. If we get flooded out this city, a hurricane, whatever, I don't care. It needs to happen, because these people need to be whooped in their behind for the things they're doing. And the one thing that really kills me, do your own racism, but don't include everybody along with it. Don't categorize everybody in one pot because one person did something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Because I'm not a collective person. That's one thing I'm glad that I have an individualistic mindset. I don't like to think like everybody else. I think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why. So don't come to me and talk about, if I see y'all But we're gonna be all right. The only time I listen to the "be all right" is someone higher than you, and that's God. Unless I see evidence everything's gonna be all right, that's when I believe everything is right. But when I don't see everything's not gonna be all right, and y'all trying to believe wishful thing, y'all make your own interpretation of the Word of God, which is Peter tell you that's not a prophecy. You know what I'm saying? And twist it. That's why I know you're just trying to be God and claim that you know God. As in trying to be like Him. You know what I'm saying? That's why. So I see evidence that things gonna be alright in this city. I can make a different video about that. But as long as this madness keep going on, I don't care what happens. If we have an earthquake, if we have in Texas can't have an earthquake, but never know. God can make it change. Okay. If we have a blowout here, let it happen. We deserve it because instead of being intelligent about this child being killed and trying to find out the killer and being intelligent about it, instead of being saying y'all being racist and ignorant and y'all actually hurting the child more than the killer because their racism is not gonna bring that child back. Okay. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. And like I said on my Twitter, if I saw me exactly as El Devo, the Twitter, I was talking trash about this. And I did say that I didn't blame every Latino man for Zimmer for Trayvon Martin's murder. I did. I blame George Zimmer. Because I look at people as individuals. And I'm not going to look at people as a group. Because only the person can see a person's heart is the higher power. It's God. I'm never going to go along with human beings who think they know everybody by their heart because of personal experiences. And that kills me. Like, okay, so you live here for 1,000 years to know everybody's experience? Everybody's life? No. You learn as you grow. Even if you're old, you still learn something. So, I don't want to be around. If y'all resent, good. I like to see resentment from enemies because I know who I'm dealing with. I don't want to be around people, whether it be brown or black, who was participating in this racist fiasco due to this murder. If you was on social media or you agree with the stuff that was on social media, including the white folks too, which is they egging on. See, one thing minorities are so stupid. When they see minorities fighting each other, they egg on to cause more drama. So when y'all kill each other off, they can have power. Don't you understand that? You stupid. You very stupid. So, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to put Trump in the seat. And maybe I can put the vote this coming November and see who wins. Because I'm not gonna vote for a person who's if I want to change, I want not only worry about the power structure of racism to go away, but also the lower part. Because I have more coming ground with people who's on the lower part of the system and those who are on the higher part. I have white DNA me too, and I rarely contact with white people, mostly at work in the city. Pure white folks are those who claim to be pure. Okay. There's a few white folks in this, and they most likely come in contact with minorities, Hispanic, African American, Hispanic people. That's what concerns me. Okay, I did not want to be around, and I'm sorry. And like I say, if Trump supporters was to come down now and knock the crap out of y'all, I wouldn't have I would probably be drinking coffee and put some liquor to it, and maybe get drunk for the first time and say, go ahead and get him done because y'all deserve it. You deserve it. I don't love minority races people. I don't love minority people of color her races. I don't. Because you stupid to complain about racism, but at the same time you're portraying it too. And like I said, I think Trump will be a good candidate for this presidency in order to kick minorities' asses, wake up and stop trying to be better than somebody, stop trying to fight amongst each other. We're dealing with the same issues that goes on in our community, the same social issues, and no one's not better than anybody. And stop trying to promote that. No one is not better than anybody. There's no one on this earth will never be anybody because they're not God. You know what I'm saying? You don't control the earth, you don't control the thunder, lightning, and rain, and everything else. So, unless I see that from a revelation from God alone, I say alone, not no human, that's when I feel I'm at ease. But when I'm the type of person, when I hear somebody, they say it, they kind of act like it, you're not God. So even if you're a minister, a priest, whatever, don't come and tell me, trying to brainwash me and with their wishful thinking until I see some evidence, physically evidence, that's when I start to believe. Alright, so that's all I have to say. But I don't want to be in this fiasco. Do not egg on me with this fiasco. This African American, French Creole, Irish, Native American man, that's what I'm mixed with. I done my research on my family tree, so don't try to tell me what the hell I am. I don't go by one drop of black blood, baked your hoe, which is unconstitutional since 1967 by the Supreme Court. Know your history, okay? We checking more than one box since 2000, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, let me add this to the situation. Yeah, what are the minority groups, civil rights groups, the NAACP, the LULAC, and the National Raza, and Urban League, and all them? Remember back in the early before the year 2000, and late 1990s, multiracial movement, the movement I support, was trying to put a multiracial category on the census. And it wasn't the KKK, which I was shocked. It wasn't the KKK, it wasn't skinheads, it wasn't white supremacist groups and militia groups trying to stop the multiracial category being on the census. It was minority civil rights groups who was telling Clinton at the time, who's racist now. That's why when I vote for him, I would prefer Bernie Sanders, but I'm going to go for Trump in order to kick all the minorities behind for allowing minority racism to continue. Okay, I'm sorry because I can't. Remember I just said I have more common ground, or more common contact with people of color more than I go to the white folks in power. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so anyway, so when this happened, that's why the Census Bureau said, well, we're gonna let folks check more than one box since they don't want to see a multiracial category. They claim it's gonna be nonsense. So this racism is going on in this city. Okay, why y'all not speaking up about this problem? I'm besides the murder. Why y'all not speaking about the problem that it needs to heal, and minorities need a lot of diversity training besides trying to tell white folks to have diversity training. And stop blaming every white man for every racial thing when minorities, yes, I'm a minority, but I'm speaking on my individual level because I don't participate. I don't want to be part of minority racism. The ones who are more just as racist as white folks. And like I say, if Trump supporters who act a fool when a person, African American or Hispanic person, go to their rallies and knock them in the head, spit them, whatever, does it to these people who are saying this stuff on social media or in the city trying to find somebody to start beef with, if they come knock their behinds out, I wouldn't care. Because you're worse than a human being when you go to this level. You are. When y'all put these pictures up and racist attitudes up, you're worse than a human being. You're not even human. You're talking about an animal that killed the young man. You're being an animal too. You dehumanize another person because of one person's actions. Key word, one person's actions. So now see this situation I'm in right now, like an anti-minority move. Like, yeah, I'm a minority, but I have my own perspective. I individualize myself compared to trying to be, a collective person. Because I don't feed into racism. If I want to fight racism, I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here. So that's the reason why I try to advocate diversity on my channel. Because it's a lack of diversity here. I mean, Houston is the fourth largest city in the country, and it's a racist city. It's completely. But going back to the minority civil rights groups back in the 90s, y'all was against the multiracial category. Why y'all silent when minority versus minority, even if it's even Asian versus Hispanic or Asian versus black, besides black and Hispanic racism, why you're very silent? You don't want to talk about the issue, you want to brush it up in the rug. No, it needs to be talked about. Before we talk about white people being racist, it needs to be talked about how racist society and how minorities participate in it. Because they don't have power in this country, they be part of the power when they act like this. So I just don't care. But like I said, if God was to strike the city down, please do it. Okay, if I'm sorry, if ICE is anything, I don't care. This is a racist city. When I talk about the Kendrick Lamar situation, I got beef on that situation because it's with Kendrick Lamar enticing people to say the N-word, show how racist the city was. So I don't like to be don't tell me to adjust to something that I don't want to adjust to. You can't say that nothing's impossible except for God or something like that. But yeah, you want to make this possible and say that it can always gonna be this way. You actually act like God does not make wonders or whatever. So I do believe that it's possible to get rid of this problem. It's just people don't want to take the work to get rid of it. I mean, it's possible to get rid of cancer in your body sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some people do live after cancer. So if you sit there and let a tumor go all in your body and you don't do nothing about it, of course you're going to die. But if you have a chance to get in that tumor before it grows, then you have a chance to live. That's how I look at the situation. So, and I hope one of these days I get some PayPal money or anything. I'll work a high-paying job, win a lottery, and get out of Houston, get out of Texas for real, and let it just rot to get core. This is a racist city. I do not want to be part of the racist politics here. So that's why I talk about that's why I talk about these issues on my channel. instead of the music. I can't, as a person that sings both English and Spanish, I can't ignore this issue. This is the stumbling block. It's not just for me personally, but anybody have a right to do what I'm doing. You know? So, but I would love to get out of in Houston and go to someone like New York. No, LA is full of racists too. But New York, city, even though when racism happened, you see more action. Like the example when I mentioned the video about the Hispanic and Black and Hispanic cops in New York came together and admit that the NYPD was making them go to target minorities, Hispanic and African American people in New York, and also LGBT people community, and they sit here and came together and not beef one another like the people did here. But here in Texas, we want to blame the white man for everything because he controls everything. But when we participate in the actions that he does to us, to each other, we just as guilty as he is. And that's why a lot of folks say that racism is only for white people because they got power. But no. When you participate in that type of behavior, you're no different than the white man. The difference is you may have power, but you participate in his actions. You learn that behavior from the white racist people. So stop blaming white people for everything. And I say my people on there because I'm mixed with white, besides African and Native American. I have ancestors. I wouldn't be here. Your ancestors are the reason why you're here. Without your ancestors, your parents and your grandparents would not be here. You idiots try to ignore that problem, or ignore that theory. But I don't even want to be in Texas. And like I say, if ICE is anything, and I'm not part of ICE, I don't want no government officials coming after me. I don't have no ties. I'm just saying, something happened to the city. It needs to happen because I don't even like the city. I don't care what the main attractions here. The mentality down here is stupid. There are a lot of people who are stupid here with that mentality, who's a position of power here. I don't even want to be here. And if someone can give you $1 million money, no fraud, thousands to get out of this, trust me, I'll leave out of here in a New York minute and go to New York City where it's more liberal. I don't mind any help. I take donations. Do it, please. Don't tell me it's not a problem that I did not actually put in. I talk about these issues so I can get out this problem. Y'all love to be treated like trash. Those who want to tell me to just to it. I don't like to be treated like trash. I take myself so highly, I refuse to be treated like trash. That's self-love. Those who want to be treated like trash don't have self-love. Yeah, go ahead and be stomped on and not say anything about it. But me, I will get ugly about it. Because I don't want that as a future situation. So, and don't tell me to adjust and you're going to be alright. Unless you're God Almighty, then you can tell me that. If you're a human being just like I am, breathing through blood and have blood and bones and everything else and breathe the air, then don't tell me that. I don't listen to human beings on this earth who's making, because what they're trying to say, what I know is when people try to discourage you from getting rid of the problem that's hurting your life, and they tell you to be alright and it's part of life and stuff like that, they sometimes egg on to the situation by doing the same thing that the person did to you. I notice that a lot. And they tell you to forgive, but when you do it to them, they don't act all that forgiving and merciful either. That's what I hate about. So they don't want to read with their soul when they done things wrong. So when they read with their soul, they see how because anytime, and you notice when the person do you wrong and they smile on your face and say you forgive them, when you actually ignore that person, I notice because I'm a very strong-minded person. You can see the guilt, like, why he not saying that to me? What I do? Can you forgive me? And then they do it again. But when you stop going by their own interpretation of forgiveness, then they start, I can't believe, because they know the guilt they done. And I don't mind making a person feel guilty. They make me feel guilty when I don't act like their standards. So I can do the same thing to them. So anyway, y'all. But those, if y'all participate in that social media, you can unfollow me on social media. Please do, okay? It's less drama for me, okay? And hopefully, the killer of Josue Flores will be found, and we can resolve this issue. And I do believe that the city of Houston should apologize, and also the Calhoun should sue the city. Sue the whole city, the news outlets, telling the world that he killed this young man when he was not there. He was in Pearland. He was with his girlfriend. The girlfriend was in the car. Everybody said, I don't see the girlfriend. Stupid. She was 9:10, was in the car. He went into the store, okay, and she was a witness there. So all y'all people who still don't want to apologize for what y'all did, I apologize when I thought he was guilty. So I had that contrition to do that. I had the intelligence to do that. I guess some people don't have intelligence. So please stop trying to defend your ignorance. You deserve to feel hurt and pain and sorry for what you did by egging on to the problem instead of trying to find a solution in an intelligent way. So that's why. And it shows how ignorant minorities can be. But excuse me, bitch your mom by white folks being racist towards them. I would never understand that logic. It's not even logic at all. I don't understand that theory at all. But to my white people who tired of white folks, and like I said, I have Irish and French and Native American. Native American's not white. I have French and Irish and English in my DNA. To my white people who are tired of the minorities, blaming you for racism as a minority person with white DNA, I'm going to speak up. You have a right to complain about this, okay? You saw the ignorance how minorities treat each other, and this was they want to bitch them on about white supremacy and white this and that. They can't do that when they do it too. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, Trump supporters, which are not can kick their asses, they deserve it. They deserve it. You know, I don't even want to be around these people. Like I say, because if I see these people, cause like I say, a Latino person is racist, like they would think I'm just like the person that killed. If there was a brother that killed, you know, or a person African American was hey, yo, you don't all miss these things. You shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to participate in your evil. If I do evil, I do bad by myself. I don't need someone to make me do evil for them. Okay, at least I can deal with my own conscience alone with God. You know what I'm saying? But to have someone try to force me to do evil for them or try to manipulate me to do evil for them, I refuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a Leo, you know what I'm saying? I know. Okay, so that's why. Yeah, I'm a Leo. Okay, so that's why. Don't try to, when I do wrong for myself, I can go to God and admit the wrongdoing. I don't have to pick him out. Oh, they made me do this. They made me, you know what I'm saying? But when someone else trying to make me do wrong, yeah, I have a right to say they did it because they try to scandalize me to do it. So I don't want to be scandalized in the situation. And like I said, I haven't ate since last. For real, I have not ate since last afternoon. Actually, last evening. You know, around 5 or 4 o'clock. I don't even want to be around these people of color who are doing this trap. I don't want to be around them. So I would like to say, if you see me in the street, don't even say hi, don't say bye, don't even try to cause no beef with me. You give me that look, it tells me you don't like it. I don't like you, you don't like me. Whether you're brown or black, I don't care. You're just as stupid and racist as Trump supporters, and they deserve to get their ass whooped by neo-Nazis and KKK folks. If it happens, it happens. Don't come to ask me to walk down with my 12 size feet on the street, hot sun, out cold or rain, to defend your civil rights when actually you act just like a Ku Klux Klan toward each other. I'm disgusted with minorities, period, when it comes to this situation, and we always brush it in the rug and blame whitey for it. No, you acting like whitey racist person. That's why. You're a hypocrite. So you deserve, and I deserve to, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, I think I want to just vote for Trump just to show minorities a lesson, because, you know, as I say, they try to egg on, instead of being racist alone, they want to get a group of them being racist towards each other, and then folks don't go along with their bullshit. They try to manipulate that person or scandalize that person or try to harass that person or do anything to that person who don't want to go along with their bullshit. They say misery loves company. So that's why I'm thinking about tonight doing a live. If I do come home, if you want me to talk about this issue, about the murder case, about the black and brown racism, or the minority racism as here in Houston and as a whole, join me if I have time, because I'm going to be at work tomorrow at 11. Join me tonight, and we're going to see, hopefully around by 8 or 9 Central Time, we can talk about this. I'm going to start doing live cams. They took webcam off of YouTube, and I'm doing this off on my phone. I'm going to do live cam. I'm going to do a live cam, and I want people, and I prefer to have intelligent people. If I see you acting ignorant, I'm going to boot you off, and I might report you to, because I do report, and let me know. I do snitch on people on social media who do racist stuff, okay, who say racist things. I snitch on people who talk racist, with, you know, even those with African American descent. I see some of my racist stuff, Hispanic people. I do snitch. I will put on the flag down button, and I do. I'm sorry. So if you got a flag down, it probably me. You know what? I have no apologies because you're stupid. You know, if you can't find out, make your own website for your own racism. Don't try to put on the media to cause beef for people, because once a person says racist stuff about the whole group is affected by that. You know, but that's why I think we start individualizing ourselves as Americans, because we want to be represented by the content of our character, not the color of our skin or our race or our origin, whatever. And that's what I live by. So I would love to talk about this. And if anybody got any idea to go to New York City, which is an expensive place to live, but it's the most liberal place to live, and the more racially diverse and culturally celebrated, yeah, I would definitely love to go down there. I would love to get out the hell out of Houston or Texas, and like I said, let it rot. I'll be like Lot and his kids and his wife who left and not look back. I would not be like Lot's wife. I would not look back once this whole city is destroyed. It needs to be destroyed. You cannot talk about religion and everything else when this cancer still continues. I get tired of religious leaders, whether it be any church they go to, fail to talk about the racism in the city. Okay? So, I'm sorry. You know, I don't even want to live here. You know, I have a hatred for Houston. I do. I have a hatred for Houston. I always had, because of this situation. And like I say, you know, and it's not just a race. Even when it comes to, you know, religion, I dealt with anti-Catholicism here, okay, and told within some people in the church to deal with it, okay. I dealt with people pursuing my sexuality, which I never had sex with a man. You know, it's funny the part that there's men that come to me who are masculine and try to holler at me. It's very ignorant. I have dealt with you know, gender issues as well as a man, because I don't act like macho. I don't act hyper masculine. So it's all those isms that I have mentioned earlier. I would love to get the hell out this city. Okay? And let it rot to its core. It deserves to rot. It deserves, hurricane comes here, I don't care. Tear it up. And hopefully we see each other as people. And stop looking at it, the color of skin, or looking at, you know what I'm saying? Because you put everyone in harm risk when you have this type of attitude, because not everybody have that. But this person, because I have attitude. You know, is it that person? If I go to a business, is that person that said this? I'm examining, yes, because I'm very, I don't like to deal with that drama. See, the people who complain about, I don't like to deal with drama. You know what I'm saying? Those who love to deal with drama, that's why I act a fool when it happens. The kudos to you, but I don't. So I want this situation to die out. But if it's not going to die out, let the city die out.